What's up? Welcome back to Crypto Graphics, you guys. It's been a minute. So glad you're all here. We got a very special guest today. We have GYMRATCRYPTO in the house. GRC, what's up, man? How are you?
Dude, what is up, brother? How are you doing?
I'm-
It's so good, dude. I'm telling you, no one invites me on their shit because I go live every day. It's like when you don't go live every day, it's easier to invite someone to your stuff, but people see me like all the time in the morning. So I feel like they assume that maybe I don't want to come on, but like I totally do. And it's so nice when someone asks you questions when you're the host of a show. Because you're like, oh, I'm always conjuring up questions in my mind to like help the audience like bridge where we are in the conversation.
Totally.
Thank you so much, Crypto Graphics. Dude, there's like 3 YouTubers I like, and you're one of them.
I appreciate that.
As far as crypto.
Okay, fair. I appreciate that. Well, let's real quick before we get too deep into conversation here, because I know we're going to go off real quick. Let's just welcome everyone in. So we got Hex Deck here. Welcome, my friend. Muscles in the chat for GRC. Let's get it. We got, whoa, geez, I just scrambled my screen. There we go. We're back. We got Dan P here. Hey, man, first time in here for an actual live, always rewatching. However, thank you so much for being here. And thank you for always catching the streams. That's amazing. We got GRC. This is going to be amazing. Agreed. Yes. MJ Money in here.
I'm just throwing this around to a few telegrams real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Guys, make sure you share this out. Let everyone know we're here having a good time. We're going to have a cool mind-bending conversation if I know anything about graphics.
It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
Because I don't want to talk. I don't want to shill anything, dude. I want to talk. Like I just want to chit chat.
That's exactly what I am down for today.
Dude, it's so, and I'm not hating on anyone, but like, cause this is like work too for a lot of us. So like,
yeah.
But it is hard when there's always an angle, right? It's like you have to be socially calibrated when you're doing this shit too. Like if I just can't. I'm not going to say like if I just came on here and started talking all sorts, but at the same time, you just want to have fun and meet people and talk. Like, I like crypto. I think Graphics knows I like him and he likes, like, we're friends and like, it's cool, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's cooler to be like that. And like, oh, like I always said, like, okay, you're a friend of the show now, right? Like,
yep.
Which is cool. I like calling people like a friend of the show. There's like a few Motley, you, Wendy's, Wales. It's awesome, dude. I love streaming, dude.
It is. It's so much fun, and it's funny because when I first started, I never would have expected to connect with you and with a few others that I've connected with so well. It's so surprising, but so fucking cool. Excuse my language. I'm gonna lay that down there because that's the way I need to say it. It's that cool, You never expect it. But let's keep going here real quick just to make sure everyone's up to speed here. Arnold Bach, welcome back. Good to see you. You're always in here. Thanks for being here, my friend. We got Hookshot. We got Mixed Mix, aka J Soul. Also, Hookshot, welcome from Indianapolis. Oh, yeah. You can count on this being a very, very good stream. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
If you haven't caught our conversations before when I've gone on to Hex in the morning, they're usually fire. So you can expect.
It always comes back to that, like, when you wake up in the morning, like, how do you keep yourself going? Like, how do you keep the spirit up? Because at the end of the day, it's like everyone can. All the shit that I'm doing, all the shit that he's doing, anyone can do. But to put yourself in the position to have enough stability and like mental creativity to even try to do anything in a world where there's all distractions is that's the hard part, right? You have to let everything go before you can start something like this. Because let's be honest, like you've lost how many friends since you started doing this shit?
Well, I've been like this way of like being like very narrowly focused and obsessive about things for a long time. And I can tell you since that like fully took over, I've pretty much lost like almost all of the friends that I had ever had, except for maybe a couple of the people that I still see, to be honest. It's just the way it is. You don't have time. You can't. You have to focus. It's like the sacrifice that you have to be willing to make in a way. And it's tough at first, but it's super rewarding because for me, and I wonder if you could say the same thing as well, which I have a feeling you might, but the people that you connect with once you're in your lane, you connect with much deeper and they're on the same path and you have so much more in common and you build each other up, from wherever you are. What's the right way to say this?
Serendipitous.
There it is. I like that.
It's serendipitous. Yeah, no, it is. Like I tell Sam all the time, my co-host, like I'm like, dude, like this is crazy. Bullish is the same way. Like my producer, he's like, dude, Cause dude, he has a job and shit. Like he ain't making any money from helping me. That's for damn sure. And he's just like, dude, I believe in you and I trust you. Like, and I was like, you know what I mean? Like he trusted that I would work hard, and I trusted that he obviously he showed me like what he does for work and stuff, and so I knew what he was doing, and I was like, yeah, dude. But it's so hard to find people that are trustworthy today. Like that's why I always preach, like, find a guy or two. And you know, if things turn sour, like it doesn't have to ruin your life either. Like just find another friend.
Exactly.
Don't let anyone ruin your life or your emotional state. I do that sometimes. I let people troll me and it like pisses me off, but you know how
it's inevitable.
Have you any hate on here? I feel like you don't, because you're like so. I'm a little more controversial than you. I like to shove some fucking hard. Like I like to poke the bear, so to speak, a little bit.
Well, I mean, I did see I'll allude to it so we don't have to get completely into it, but there is a certain person that also streams that posted a thing about your idea and the way you talk about fitness on Twitter.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's interesting to me how things always have to come up to create something when, I mean, clearly there's a difference in knowledge between the two people who I'm talking to here. Or talking about,
it's like, it's just like, it's so stupid that anyone with a brain just knows, like, I feel bad for the guy. To be honest, like, I feel like shit. Like, I feel like, man, because if I was that, I'd feel like shit. Like, all I'm doing is trying to help everyone, and all he's doing is trying to tear down everyone because his content's not doing well or whatever.
You gotta empathize a bit and feel sorry for him at the same time. It's like, man.
Well, like, I just wish people would be more transparent, right? Like he wants to come up here and like I didn't even say anything to the guy, like anything.
Which is random as hell for that to come up then, Well,
no, that's what I'm saying. And then he's a guy who doesn't do fitness, admittedly eats shit all day, and it's like, dude, whatever, man. But that's just him aside, and you're gonna have to deal with this too. I am too. Like you cannot connect with it at all. You can't emotionally. Like I could joke around and throw a couple of, like little fat, like Popeye line or here and there, whatever. That's fine. Like he's a grown ass man too. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not gonna poke the bear anymore, guys. We're all just dudes trying to make, content, I guess. But
make our impact in the world. Make our dent in the universe.
I'm just trying to change the world and like, this is my shit. This is what I do. Like this is all I do is fitness and crypto now, which is so weird.
And speaking of that though, you got a challenge you and Sam have started the challenge. So guys, GRC, I want you to take it away, and I'll bring up on our screen here the website. And if you haven't heard already,
hey, before we start, let me show you the promo video.
Right. Yes, please. Okay. Yeah.
Because this shit's badass. All right, I got it on my screen. I'm gonna put it on share screen. Hold on.
Okay, perfect.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like, I had nothing to do with this video, by the way. Zero Zippo is nothing.
Was it all Sam?
No, it was all bullish.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, bullish.
Did he do the site as well?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Because when I went on there, I was like, "What the heck? This is like."
Oh, dude, I have literally had a computer for like a year and a half. I have not. I got my first monitor like yesterday. I was like, bullish. Can I hook this monitor up to my laptop? He's like, yeah. I was like, cool.
Welcome to
like,
the
I'm
party.
just like such a noob. It's ridiculous. But that's what makes me likable, because I admit it.
Yep. You're very honest.
But I'm also starting to get really good with crypto. So it's like, I don't know about a lot of shit. But all right, so you got it pulled up?
Yep, it's up.
All right, let me know.
All right, guys, here we go. This is big. You're gonna want to watch this.
All right, guys.
Damn. That is fire.
Yeah, and Bullish is already DMing me saying, I'm mad that you showed everyone I updated it already.
He updated it to
He
what? That was
updated it,
sick.
yeah. So before we get off, I'll show everyone the updated one. Because in the updated one, he mentions the over $15,000 in USD value prizes. Yeah.
Oh, it's the updated amount, right? Oh,
the updated amount, because when we made that one, we didn't even have any amount. I mean, I was gonna do shields and shit. Like I had, there was some pre-workouts that we got for everyone to have.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and we're so far we have a Shield Master sponsors my show, and that's my best friend in the world.
Shield Masters, right? Yep.
So he's one of the sponsors. Triggered, that's Sam's supplement company. And
cool. Obviously, Hex.
JPEG Junkies. Everyone who joins this gets a free NFT. Everyone,
no way.
Every single person who joins this challenge gets a free JPEG Junkies NFT.
That's dope.
And this is just showing you like the minimum requirements. You don't need anything to join, guys, other than 4 30-minute sessions. That's the minimum probably for any kind of progress. But obviously, if you want to win, you have to go way harder than that. No gyms required, no cost. This is a transformational thing. So at the end of it, me and Sam are going to pick a winner. The fans, everyone in the app's going to pick a winner, and then the community is going to pick a winner. So we're going to have me and Sam pick a winner, the people within the app pick a winner, and the third one is the community on Twitter gets to pick a winner by all the, because on the sides graphics, and nobody gets to see your pictures except me and Sam. So when you send pictures of your body, no one will ever see them except me and Sam.
No, just the judges.
Unless you say, like, I don't give a fuck, go ahead and post shit. Then I'll post whatever. But, like, don't think if you're going to be coming into this thing, you, like, have to spill all your fucking – that's not everyone's shit. Like, not everyone is confident enough just to whip their shirt off and take pictures, and I get that. It's like, just like I'm not confident enough to do the test net on live stream. Like, I'm not. I always get nervous, and I just get clogged up, and I'm like, okay, someone else go. But when I'm by myself, it's not so difficult, right?
Yeah.
So guys, so scroll down a little bit more.
Yeah, let me go back to the page. Let's go down to meet the team. Look at those fine gents.
Sam stole 250 pounds of freaking beast.
It's insane to me that that's how much he weighs.
Yes, he does.
Like he must be an absolute unit to behold in person.
Dude, he's so big. Dude, he broke his 24-hour fast today and was just eating like liver and eggs.
I saw that video. It was like, what is it, like 6 eggs, a bowl of liver?
It's so crazy how Sam Stone is like interacting with everyone now, because he's been my personal trainer for so long that I never would have thought in a million years like there would be any like crisscross between our lives. But like, you know how things go. So scroll down a little bit more here.
Yeah, let's go. Keep going. Prizes.
Oh, so yeah, I got to update. Okay, so let's see what it says right now. So the crypto prize pool, 3 winners. Oh, it does say 100K Hex, does it say?
Yeah, 100K Hex currently in the prize pool.
Okay, so the health products, so there's going to be lots of pre-workouts and stuff. Shield Masters, there's going to be, the winner gets, I got to fix that. The winner gets 1 custom free shield. I have to fix
the overall winner, right? Like the one you choose.
Yeah, so I think the overall winner, because I think that's one of the best prizes. You can get any logo you want on a fucking fresh shield. It's like $500.
Pretty damn sick.
It's a cool prize because it really is awesome. And then Steak and Apes and the JPEG Junkies guys are giving a free NFT to everyone who actually joins.
That's super dope. Those are some sick prizes, man. Like, damn, I want to win.
Molly's like, dude, messaging me every day like I'm gonna win. And then you sign up, and then all you do to sign up is put in an email and your name.
It's so simple.
And then it starts May 1st. So on May 1st, which is next Sunday, we're gonna have the app download. Right now, you just have to put your email in.
Right.
But you can also download the app if you want to have it ready. But I still have to deal with some stuff within the app. But this is the whole sign up week. So everyone that signs up between here and May 1st is in. And if you don't want to fucking participate, you can still join and just like check it out.
That's so sick.
And
I hope you guys are going to do it.
It's all free. It's fucking free.
For 90 days, getting sick shape, win sick prizes.
And on Sunday, we're doing 1-hour webinars at 6 p.m. Eastern, like behind the scenes, to answer people's like questions that they have once or twice a week. I haven't decided if it was going to be once or twice a week yet. but it's definitely going to be once a week. And I'm talking about questions that you ask that are maybe more taboo, that are maybe anything that you want to ask. It's up to you, but we will answer it because on Twitter and you can't answer every question exactly.
No.
How you would like to on some topics.
Yeah, you really can't. You really can't. That's crazy though. You're doing that for free every week. This whole thing you guys have done is for free. Like, damn.
Yeah, because I understand reputation, right? I understand value, and I understand the long-term benefits of me doing stuff like this, right? Like, if everyone enjoys it a lot, they'll be willing to do fitness business with me, and if they don't want to do it, they could just fucking whatever. It doesn't matter, right? It just doesn't. That's the cool part. When you're doing it right, people can optionally help you or buy your products that help them, and you don't have to push anything. You could just provide value to the point. We have computers. All this shit is free. I don't have to do. I didn't invent all this shit. It's cool. Just use. Don't be such a taker. Stop. Some of these people are such takers. They want to take. I don't have shit, dude. I didn't have nothing. The prize pool's more than I have. Liquid. 100%.
That's crazy to think about. It's
and I don't give a fuck. Because it's not about the fuck. Hex is going to go to the moon. We all know that. Whatever.
Yeah.
Right. It's not as necessarily about that. It's about we have the chance to fundamentally change people's lives in the beginning of the fundamental financial change of all of our lives. Which imagine the trajectory you can be on. Guys like Motley, Wendy's, if they can stay freaking brand, if they can stay fit and healthy till they're 85, the world's going to be a lot better place than if we all die when we're 60 because we just sat here and never gave a fuck.
Oh, 100%. Everyone's happier.
You or me.
Yeah.
Dude, there's no, I am not prone. I tell you, there's been times in my life where I was a lazy ass. Bullish.
We got bullish. What's up, my man?
Bullish. I've been pumping your bags, brother. Let's go.
Yeah, you've been killing it, my friend. The video you did in the website, my God, dude.
Do you want to show them the updated video, Bullish, or do you want to wait?
Also, real quick. Monday, not Sunday, dude. Wait, hold on. I must be way behind here on the chat. Also, sorry guys, I'm really, really, really behind. So I'm gonna skip ahead here.
I'm gonna use the bathroom. Why don't you interact with the chat for 1 second?
Let's do it. All right. Okay, and we got a super chat here from Balliet Brand. My man, Brand. Thank you so much. You're an awesome dude. You know, at $33. Always stopping by. If you guys haven't already, go follow Balliet Brand. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. And I can tell you, we're gonna get Balliet on here soon. We're gonna have an amazing conversation. So I'm sorry we were behind in the chat as well. I hope everyone's enjoying the stream so far, but welcome. If I haven't said that already, we're going to start from the super chat here, and I'm going to start interacting with you guys just so I'm a little more up to date. So we got Crypto Freedom in here. Let's go, Hexkins. A little late for the live stream, but we are here. The best new Hex streamers together. GRC is one of the goats, man. He's awesome. This is going to be a great stream. Half and half shield design is fire. Those shields are sick. I know. Let's see. Are you okay? I'm gonna save this one for when GRC gets back to about the calorie goals. Let's see here. Nice. Signing up. Yeah, awesome. Yes, guys, gently tap the like button and subscribe. Show your support. Also, guys, there's GYMRAT's Twitter as well as his YouTube links in the description, as well as the link to the website. Go click those. Go follow him on Twitter. Go subscribe to him on YouTube. And then also go to the fitness page and sign up. 90 days, it's free. You win 100,000 hex. You get an NFT, you get a shield. You get a 1 week. You get a 1 hour a week with GRC on his streams to go in and ask him questions. I mean, he's doing it for free. It's insane, you guys. Let's all do this together. Let's go into clearly when these gents are doing it for free, it's because they actually care. Exactly. This is the best fam ever. Let's keep going here. Let's see. Hey guys, thoughts on whether people will just dump their new PRC 20s once they realize they have some free shit? I mean, probably. There's probably going to be people doing that. How much it'll affect price, we don't know yet. But probably. I don't think everyone will, but probably. Can't wait. We'll definitely stream soon, bro. Yeah, absolutely. Much love, Balliet. We'll have you on soon, or I'll come on yours soon. We'll make it happen. You can see a new promo video there. Is Bullish, is that on the actual website, or is there a link for GRC to go to somewhere else? And we got a super chat from Pulse X Person. I don't know if I saw you in the chat earlier. I think I might have skipped past, which I'm so sorry. But thank you so much for the $1.99. You're incredible. Thank you for being here. Hello, graphics and CGR. Maybe a strange question. I don't see your question, but when you do ask it, I will be looking. Unless did I skip past it? I don't see it, my friend. If you drop your question down below, I can definitely get to it. PulseChain. Where is it here? Bullish OX says, the tweet is the new video GRC mentioned. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm going to save that one for when GRC gets back. Hey, appreciate that, Crypto Pez. Really do. We got Flat Earth Underground in here. Success. I'm not sure what you mean there, Richie Robertson. Success equals sacked. I mean, if you're talking about just a sacrifice period, if you sacrificed, that equals success. I'm not sure, but otherwise, I'm confused. So please clarify for that for me. Guys, smash the like button. When GRC gets back, we're going to have some sick conversations. I'm so excited. Let's see here. What's the best method for PulseChain for pre-bridge and pre-launch? Best method?
We'll save that question too. I want to answer that one.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, I got a bunch of questions here we're going to save. I got one from Bullish here saying the tweet is the new video GRC mentioned. This is the new video.
Oh, it's on the website, isn't it?
I think it is. All right.
Tweet is, okay.
Is it? It's on the website?
No, it's probably on my Twitter, or no, it's probably
Bullish's
Twitter.
Okay, sick.
Everyone follows Bullish Ox, dude. This dude has fucking saved me. He saved crypto streaming. If graphics wasn't gonna do it, Bullish came in and because the only thing that helps when you have a team is you can delegate my skills that I'm good at, right? Like he taught me that I should only be doing the things that I'm good at.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be like speaking, social media, chatting with everyone, interacting. I'm very interactive. And, but if I was to be sitting there trying to write code and shit all day, I would spend 10 years doing nothing because it would just be hard for my brain to be the most efficient at that because it's just not me.
What's a hard concept to battle with, because I don't know about you, but for me, when I find a weakness in something that I am not good at, part of me is I cannot not be good at that. I have to understand at least how to do that at a moderate level.
Well, understanding how to do it is definitely, if you're going to own a business, basically, you have to understand how to do it for sure. So I agree with that. All right, I got it right here. Let's pull.
All right. It's up on the same tab you had.
My DMs closed this time because this morning I certainly did not.
What happened?
The DMs wide open.
Oh, you just got spammed.
Here's the revamp.
All right, here we go. This song, the same song? That's sick. I love that.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to give the prizes away and have some because imagine in 90 days that could be $100,000.
Dude, yeah, you don't know. That could literally be $100,000.
That's 107 days from now. No, 100. And wow, yeah, you know how many times Molly and all of them have given people 100K hex back in the day. And
I actually don't know how many times at all.
So many. They were
really?
Dude, because that's how much a couple $100 was at the time.
I get that's so true, right? Yeah, they got it in the beginning.
Yeah, so they were giving everyone 100K hex because it was $300 or $200. A big super chat would be 100K hex, or like
That's just
a
mind-boggling to
donation.
think
So
about.
Motley was, Wendy's was talking to me. He's like, dude, I hate giving away shit because the price always appreciates so much. And then you're like, fuck, I could have started it. You know what I mean? Like you can only think about the possibilities. But what were the questions? I see there's some starred questions.
Yeah. I got a few in the back here. Also, PulseX, maybe later we'll do some guitar stuff. And we'll see. Maybe I'll whip it out later. Who knows? We'll keep you on your toes here.
I watched you rip it once.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I pulled it up. Oh, dude, I was so nervous on that stream. My hands were like this. I was trying to play like everything. Oh, dude, it's terrifying.
So are you going to be helping us set up our calorie goals? No, not really, Michael T, because in order to, you have the whole week, right? So like you're going to have to do, this is a transformation challenge. We're going to AMA with you and stuff once or twice a week. But for the most part, like you're going to have to, you either have one goal or the other. You want to gain weight or you want to lose weight, right? So for the next week, count your calories. If you know how to do that, that's what you should be doing. You should be counting your calories. You should be counting your calories just for the week to get an idea. And you can use your hunger. You can kind of use your hunger to gauge where you're at. Like if you're hungry a little bit midday before that's a good sign. Like you should be a little bit hungry when you're trying to lose weight. You know, that's a good sign that you're losing weight effectively. It's not just always like, you're not going to be full while you're losing weight all the time, right? And when you're gaining weight, like it's all about stuffing your face. You have to stuff your face when you're gaining weight. You have to stuff your face. People can clip this, say whatever they want. Eat fucking pizza, eat burgers, eat everything if you want to gain weight. But if you don't want to gain weight, I also suggest to people that are in like that 140 to like 160 range, then they're like 5'10" to like 6'1". They feel like they're a little too skinny. Like, don't worry about that so much moving forward, because that weight as you're like a 40-year-old or like a 50-year-old will be like beneficial to your probably health long term. Like it's not necessarily healthy to have a lot of mass on your body, because your blood, imagine graphics. Your body was only meant to be so big, right? Mm-hmm. If you train every single day for your whole entire life, your heart is doing more work than it was supposed to be doing.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So therefore your organs are just degenerative. So like every time your organs go through any sort of functioning, they die a little bit. So that's why I really promote fasting. It's like I do a couple different things. I'm not super like, I want to get bigger. Like I don't really want to get bigger, to be honest, at all. Mm-hmm. I'm 166 pounds right now, 5'8". Like I don't want to get bigger. What I want to do is be able to continue to look like I do forever without doing much, which is exactly what I do. I hardly do anything,
right?
Except I go to the gym once a day for 45 minutes and I just eat minimally. It's not hard at all. But if you have a lifestyle where you party and stuff, like good luck.
Yep, dedefinitely. That's the one thing I struggle with though, is like that being that skinny. Like I'm not. I guess I'm kind of skinny. I'm like, I got some lean. I got some.
What's your weight and height?
I'm like 5'11", just over 5'11", and I'm probably between 160, 165. Yeah,
and that's where a lot of that's a great place to be long term. So I want everyone to know that who's in that weight category, that like that's going to be a healthy weight. But like if you wanted to, just for like the summer, to like look really good and like maybe take pictures and like go to the beach a bunch, like I think 175 is fair. Mm-hmm. Like for you, like 175 would be a fair goal that you could actually work towards. I got to 185, 190 at some point, and my body just didn't like it. It was just, I was too big.
There's a lot of mass.
I could bench a fuck ton though.
Oh, I'm sure you could.
Because I'm like 160 now, so I was like 20 pounds heavier.
Oh my God.
And I mean, I'm a small guy though. Like people also think I'm really big. I'm not. I'm not a big guy.
The 5'8",
like a normal sized guy. I mean, I look like I could kick ass, but like I'm ripped, right? But I'm not necessarily big at all. Mm-hmm. And I can still bench a truckload though.
Kind of like Liver King.
Who's Liver King? Who you don't know Warped Impulse. What's up, everyone? Good to see everyone. I love this, that there's different names that are not. I mean, I love my chat too. But Monica, great to see you.
Hey, we got Monica.
Crypto Fitness Challenge. And then so no, I'm not really going to be helping you with your calories, but there's going to be webinars twice a week. You can ask me any question that you could possibly desire. So,
which is going to be
sick. About your calories, all you want is. But it's your job to start taking notes. This is a challenge to win thousands and thousands of dollars.
That's a good point.
I'm not trying to coach you that hard. Like You know, but I give people advice that are willing to ask questions. Most people aren't. We
Right.
need to talk about crypto though.
Yeah.
I need to talk about crypto. I have not talked about crypto for the first time in 2 months today.
All right.
Think about it though. This is the only day I was not talking about crypto. I was talking about fitness challenge the whole time.
That's crazy.
Yep.
First time. All right.
Every single time I
switch it up.
it was about crypto, just nuts and bolts, like everything.
All right. Well, let's do that because we got a question here from PulseX person. What's the best method for PulseChain pre-bridge and pre-launch? GRC, what do you think?
GRC's keeping fiat on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to be honest, like all this talk about what's possible, nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. We could go into an absolute recession and this could all wait a couple months before it gets popping. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean anything in the long term. Again, you'll just see a little sideways action and then so in the long term, it's like there's going to be buying opportunities galore. This is when you need to buy. Like once it's out and it's active and we know the code's functioning, like all you need to do is make sure you're gaining your position at that point, because you'll never get those rates back ever, 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 ever. We already did the sacrifice phase, guys. If you guys want to be wealthy forever, ever, then you have to start DCAing in when times are tough, right? Like that's when times are tough right now for everyone. Everyone spent their shit on sacrifice. You know, everyone's doing every fucking Dogecoin and everything. Like everyone's looking for some excitement. It's all smoke and mirrors. Yeah, you can make a little money here and there for sure, but it's smoke and mirrors because at the end of the day, like there's going to be 80% dips like within the first couple of days, like in and out. And like you can either sit there with your hand up your ass or you can have like 10 grand on the sideline and start making some plays that you'll never be able to make those plays again. I promise. I promise, dude. It's crazy. Layer ones, they just do well.
They all have. Even the ones that are technically kind of like broken now or not working well have done like insane gains over time, you know, within a short period of time, within a couple of years, right? Like even Solana, which is like, it's got
what do you know about do you know anything about all those chains?
Not really. I know a tiny bit about Phantom. I did a little bit of research in it, trying to understand like how the blockchain technology is different.
Spooky Swap, right?
Yeah, it's got like Spooky Swap and like Tomb Finance and all that. But like the way that blockchain works, from my understanding, is instead of it being like a linear like block, you can have like the origin block, and then blocks can basically go at any time in like 2 dimensions instead of 1. Essentially, you can have multiple blocks happening at the same time for every transaction. And so it's called a DAG, a directed acyclic graph, which is like basically just like so it's like instantaneous as far as what I've understood, or like near instantaneous as far as like creating blocks and transactions, because your transaction is a block in a sense, right? So anytime you want to create a transaction, just boom, you create a block and you mine it essentially. So, but that's all I know. I don't know much about other blockchains. I don't pay attention to much. I have just focused.
Isn't it weird though? Like, why do you think it is that we don't pay attention to much? I mean, I pay attention to Terra Luna a little bit. I pay attention to HNT a little bit, just because it's interesting. I pay attention to what have I looked at? Else have I looked into lately? Nothing. I've never gone over to the Binance Smart Chain ever.
Right.
I've never once entered the Binance Smart Chain.
I've never either. I'm waiting on an airdrop to come.
And you know, at one point, I'm gonna blow your mind real quick. At one point, PancakeSwap was a top 1,000 Google Analytics website in the world.
What?
Which was higher than Uniswap ever got. Because of the meme coins on it. People were clicking it like crazy.
Oh, that makes so much sense. But what is it now? Like bottom 1,000?
Still much higher than Uniswap.
That's crazy though.
And PulseX Google Analytics is a top 30,000 website already. And it's not even existed in the universe.
I think you should say that again for everyone in the chat.
Top PulseX website is top 30 for Google Analytics clicks. I mean, top 30,000 for Google Analytics clicks, and it has not even existed yet. And it's the top 30,000 website. Richard Hart is a genius.
So what does that imply to you? When you see that and you see that we're the top 30,000, we haven't even launched that. What does that signify to you?
It's just there's lots of traffic and it hasn't even started yet. So, I mean, it signifies explosive parabolic adoption because, you know, people know about PulseChain in the crypto community now. They've already made their stance on it. Now it's just about the product coming out and just doing its thing, because we're all going to be too excited not to buy anyway, right? We're all going to be buying because we're greedy little fucks and we want to get our positions, right?
Yeah.
GRC, what was the best way to put on weight? I took the eat more cheeseburgers advice and now the same weight with more health problems. Well, I don't think that's really true, Sir Hexalot. If you eat more calories, technically you will gain weight. So I don't know, how many cheeseburgers did you eat, bro? You could also eat like healthy, dense food like avocados and eggs and nuts and smoothies. And like, I mean, you have to eat healthy shit. You got to eat more. You're not eating enough. Go to Sam Stoll's Twitter and look at what he eats. That's enough.
And he eats like very, very well as far as like his micronutrition content that he gets from his stuff.
Incredible.
His food. It's like, dude, I should try this. It's crazy.
He's working. That's why his brain works so well too, because I mean, he's a smart dude in general, but like he's locked in. He goes to bed on time. We don't really take breaks as far as like sleeping on time and stuff. I don't, at least. I don't like staying up late. It's like a one-off, maybe.
Yeah, that one night. But generally, yeah, get up same time, go to bed same time, get in a nice rhythm. Keeps everything just easy, you know? And we got this question here. What do you think about, how about Hex meme coins? What are your thoughts?
I didn't like the guerrilla marketing that guy chose to like do, where he was like shitting on everyone and like, because I don't know about the coin or anything. So a lot of people I know did it and they said they got free money. So whatever, that's great. But at the same time, incentivizing random noobs to click on random links that they have to connect their wallet to and making that cool is it's just a little shit move to do. Like it's just like a little skis ball thing to do. And you know what? When it comes to crypto, you don't have to be a little skis ball. Like if your shit's good, but meme coins are skis ball-esque. Like that's kind of how I'm not saying they're bad, but
could be
anyone
great people,
who buys meme coins would say the same thing. It's kind of pumpy dumpy. It's a little more like Dogecoin's kind of predictable to an extent. Like it's going to stay lower than the Ethereum average and the Bitcoin average, and then it's going to blow off top at one point, but it's going to return lower right away again. But still, if you hold Dogecoin and sell at the top, you're going to outpace a lot of the good coins. So it's hard to say. Like you can't tell people what not to buy, but you can say the way that people kind of go about things. You can kind of see how they move. And yeah, and then that dude's like shitting on Hedron. I don't fucking know that enough about Hedron to really shit on it or not shit on it. I claimed all my shit. But like he's like, Hedron sucks, Maxi sucks. And Maxi just passed the 150 million mark.
I saw that. That's insane.
Getting into the 10% bigger pays more bonus.
Top 6 stake ever.
Better bonus.
The sixth biggest max length stake ever.
Really?
Yep.
And it's 5 days left.
Yep.
Dude, that's insane. What do you think the price action of Maxi will look like if you had to guess?
If I had to guess,
like, do you think there'll be like trading value for it, like as far as, or do you think it's just gonna peg and then like, because obviously the value of Maxi is more than the value of Hex.
Yeah, individually over time. Yeah, the individual
but
one
not
Maxi
even over
will
time,
equal.
just like right away. Like once it
True.
starts, it's like the second it starts, it has more value than the Hex because you can. Well, I don't know if they mint everything, but once you start getting, well, I guess I don't know. Dude, does it have more value before it mints the Hex? It does.
It's 1-to-1, 1-to-1 as until the stake starts, and then day one, Maxi's value starts going up in relation to Hex's price.
But how does it occur, the going up?
So basically, well, the market's going to dictate the value a lot, but you also have the value of Maxi is valued to 1 Hex plus the interest each Hex is worth or has earned over the life of the stake. So we're essentially going to have the value most likely kind of going in a right angle roughly somewhere. And this is where I think is, to answer your original question, what I was thinking is I kind of expect there to be a lot of volatility in Maxi because there will be people who know what it is and are just like holding it. But there will also be people that have no idea what it is, think it's a new token, and they just see it going up. And so they're trying to trade it, and then they're buying into it, and then it goes up, and they sell it, and it goes down, and it goes up, and it goes down. That's kind of what I'm thinking might happen, you know, because I think there's going to be a lot of people that just have no idea what it is, and they just want to buy in because it's going up.
I don't know what to do with Maxi, bro. Like, I don't know if I should just make all my Liquid Hex Maxi. I mean, there is third-party contract risk. I mean, you guys can say whatever you want, but like,
it's there.
There's contract risk. Like, these guys could get a gun put to their head for certain, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, actually, it is immutable after they lock it.
Well,
so
I was gonna say, yeah, they're off. Like as far as any control they have, it's none. Like
once the mint phase is over, it's done.
Once it's staked, like the end stake is locked.
They did a great job. Hey,
they did a great job.
They might do this quarterly,
which would be nuts. Can you imagine how much hex comes off the market if they're doing this quarterly?
But do you see the adoption of this kind of thing happening? Like this is happening. Like this is going to be happening for everything. Like just the collateralization opportunities and the pooling, like it's just going to get more intricate and more constantly changing. All these projects are just a similar, spin off of the same thing, right? You're adding value by locking stuff up in a certain way. But there's also like for the Pulse Doge, for example, or whatever, like I'm pretty sure you can't claim that on Staker app or whatever. So that's a huge problem, right? That could be millions of free dollars for some dude who's got all his money on. So that's why when people say contract risk, it's like they're not going to mention that front of their mind, but there could be 100 other things that occurs with. 100. We've had 3 airdrops in like the last fucking month.
Which is nuts. Yeah.
Imagine after a decade of this, how many coins we will have. And PulseChain will be sitting right there in our bag still. And I'll be in a freaking, probably sitting right here, but I'll just have a nice time.
Yeah. It is crazy to think about though. We've gotten so much has happened in the hex world, and like literally it feels like a month. Like I can't wait, like by the end of summer, once like which I assume PulseChain will launch by, I can't even imagine what's about to go. I mean, the thing is too that we got to mention, there's probably going to be a lot of scams. So just because we have stuff coming our way, guys, doesn't mean it's good. Vet everything. And this is the one thing I wanted to ask you too with like Pulse Doge. Like, what did you like? You don't have to say if you claimed it or not, but what do you think of it overall? Is it like a legit thing?
Yet. I think it's fine because if you look at I'm in the Pulse Police chat and they look into all that shit a lot. And, I was reading a bunch of stuff and everyone said it was read only for the most part. So like from what I hear, like if it's read only, like there's not much that can happen, but still they could have done it in a different way. They could have just had they could have just had you put your address into a thing, right? Like a bar, and that would have been cool too. And then you could have just got the airdrop, but no, you had to connect your wallet to it. And they were like bum rush whoring everyone on the internet about doing it. So it's like, those guys, like I get it. I mean, hopefully they do whatever they're trying to do, but like you're like I wouldn't hang out with you if you were doing that shit.
Yeah, it's just went about so weird. I mean, like the thing is too, they did copy like Dogecoin. They didn't really come up with like a neat, unique thing. We already had Pulse Doge win, right? Like, I mean, it was interesting to understand why they chose the name they did, and then to go about it like you were saying, like the way they interacted with everyone on Twitter and the way they were just like weird about talking.
But I mean, their website is good. Like it
is good. You can't give them that
better than the other shit. Like, so again, I'm not judging. The only thing I'm judging is like the scumbaggery, but I also understand the scumbaggery. Like, it's not unusual in the space. Like, it's not like illegal, right? Like nobody's gonna be like, dude, I hate this guy forever because he was aggressive with his marketing.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, how touchy-feely that topic is in this space. And why are you going to have guys like get all excited and punch this freaking code or punch their MetaMask in? Most people I know that do it have done it, but not on their major accounts. But like, I definitely know people that have done it on everything. I haven't done it at all yet because they said it was the mint phase was a while, right?
We're talking about Maxi now, right?
No, for the Doge airdrop, I think it's like 100 days or something.
I don't know, actually. Let me go to this.
I hope it's still here because I do. If it's free money, I want it.
Yeah, like full disclosure, I definitely went to it and looked up for a little bit, watched the sentiment on Twitter, kind of did a little bit of digging, and I was like, you know what, this seems like it's all right. I'm gonna claim.
Well, then like Maddie All In and all those guys were like doing streams about it, so I was like, okay, Maddie's not.
That's what I saw. Silly. Yeah, I know. I saw that and I was like, okay, there's a pretty good sign.
Maddie, like, please, like because when he goes on, people like trust him and like, I mean. So I want to be sure, like, and you can't look at one source, and Maddie would say the same thing. He would never look at one source for his information. He's just giving his opinions on everything. And but at the same time, it's like I feel like people don't see, like when I see this YouTube channel, like I see millions of subs. Like I don't see like 30K, right? Like so when I'm thinking, I think really big, right? And I feel like that's just small-minded thinking. Like every time a pulse doge or something comes on, you like have to immediately address it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, why can't we immediately address like how not to get scammed and like make your life way better by doing stuff rather than talking about shit that you'll find out anyway in 3 days if you just shut up.
Yep. Don't get frantic about it.
GYMRAT, compound lifts of at the start of a week or after hypertrophy work, and our calf exercise is just a myth. To be honest, calf exercises pretty much are a myth, dude. Like your calves aren't going to get much bigger, even if you train them every single day of your life. They're just not. It's just not a muscle unless you do roids, and then they'll definitely get bigger. But like, no, don't do any of that shit. But I'm saying, like in general, like normal people work on your calves forever. It's not going to change that much, so don't spend too much time on it. I would more so work on the compound lifts, but you have to do it the right way. If you're going too heavy, you're just going to hurt your shoulders long term. I lift a lot lighter than you would think. Like I lift a lot lighter than I can. I just really focus on my muscle and like squeezing. But like, again, compared to some people, it's probably really heavy. But like for me, I could definitely go 25% heavier, but then my form's off and then the reps aren't counting as good. And then like my shoulder joints are starting to pinch. So it's like, if you saw Sam Stolt work out, you'd be so surprised how light he works out.
That's a crazy
He doesn't
thought.
lift heavy. A lot of like people think it's all about lifting heavy, but no, it's really about lifting heavy or lifting longer. Like you can
the time under tension.
Yeah, basically time under tension, right? Like what's the difference between adding 5 pounds and adding 2 reps? Nothing, something. Yeah. It depends. But what if you slow down the whole process, right? So that's why you see guys that are really good at bodybuilding, they might take a step back with the weights and focus more on the muscle, because most people, I can do 1 bicep curl set and have a better workout than most people's entire workout, because they just go through the motion. And I'm sitting there freaking like ripping it, because you really have to develop a relationship with your muscles long term if you want to do that. But again, for most people, like literally you could just leave your house and run, or like do 45. If you run for 45 minutes every single day, like you're gonna get fit as fuck. Like, and you don't have to lift weights, bro. Like no one. I don't even think it's like optimal, really. If you don't give a shit, some people already look good. If you don't give a shit, dude, you don't have to lift weights, but you need to like do cardiovascular.
Some kind of healthy stuff. Yeah, exactly. Just be healthy.
You want to do cardio, basketball, mountain biking, anything like that. Stuff that makes your life better. Not video games, not sitting at home. You have to leave your freaking house. I live right on a mountain bike area, so like we do a lot of that stuff here.
Oh, it's sick. You know, it's funny though. One of the best shapes I've been in years was last year. I was out at a mine, and all I could do on when the truck was sitting there waiting was get out and either do pull-ups on the back of the box or push-ups, or use the chalk blocks as like dumbbells. And I was like probably 14 pounds or 15 pounds heavier than I am now.
Dude, I'm telling you, all people need to do is if you can do 20 pull-ups for 3 sets, like that's a goal. That's a good goal.
That's a huge goal, yeah.
But it's not. It is, but it's not. It is a huge goal, right? If you
depends on where you start.
You're lean, right? You could probably do like 12, 15.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if you practice every day for 3 months, like just imagine how different your body looks when you can crank out 60 pull-ups rather than when you can crank out 11.
That's so true. Well, you notice that so fast.
A different animal. And pull-ups and push-ups and dips are the best way to train, dude. Like literally, you can do pull-ups, push-ups, and dips, and you're friggin' fine as long as you eat really good. But you won't necessarily get much bigger ever, but your muscles will definitely mature and you'll get more dense. Like I don't have big muscles, but I have very dense muscles because I train them all the time too. Like so they pop a little bit more than other people's muscles because I'm constantly just pumping them out. But again, so it's just different for everyone, but I think it's best for people to have realistic expectations and just do it in the most healthy way possible.
Right.
And that's usually just changing their diet. People eat too much. They need to stop eating so much. And you need to give your organs a break. I don't eat at all, dude. Like I don't eat. And that's just me though. Like it's not everyone's way, but like
everyone's so
figure out a way for you to eat less calories. Right. And for me, I just wait. I wake up, I do all my shit. I go to the gym, I do my show, and then I start eating. Right? Like, in that way, I don't have to do any eating in the morning, and like I have all my time. Eating's a pain in the butt, dude.
It is. I'm so bad at it, honestly. I have to force myself to take time to go eat. And then while I'm forcing myself to take time to go eat, I'm thinking about all the things I could be doing while I'm taking time to go and make food for half an hour and then eat for
Yeah, but
20
if you're
minutes.
posting your meals every night to the
it's different.
The fitness challenge app, you're gonna be more motivated.
That is true.
And you can also make content like with food too. Like it doesn't even have to be bodybuilding related. It's like fun to make content about food too.
My brother's actually he's not a he's a bodybuilder, but he's not like a guy who just wants to compete, but he is big on that. He's got like a nutrition company and he posts that, and man, those I don't know if you ever post the nutrition stuff, but man, when you come across someone who's got the nutrition videos and got something that you want to eat, like a pizza that's got like 60 or 70 grams of protein, like low fat.
Oh, you're talking about like the food channels with like the recipes for like bodybuilding recipes, kind
of like macro friendly foods that you can
the Greg Doucette's of the world.
Exactly. He's a big fan of his cooking and like his anabolic cookbook.
I'm a big fan of his cooking. I mean, he kind of sold out once he got bigger, but like,
of course,
once you get past that point, it's like you really have no choice. He's so popular now.
Yeah, he's like how many millions?
Dude, I was watching him when he was only talking about steroids and had no channel.
That's crazy to think about.
Dude, I was watching the dude when he was like because all he was doing was coming online and like telling the truth about like steroids and bodybuilding. Like that was his shtick. In the beginning. He would just tell the truth and no one else would tell the truth. No one. Like bodybuilders had this like big secret, like never say it out loud. But like everyone knew, right? Like you guys are 280 fucking pounds. Like
it's like, all right, something's weird.
Clearly on roids, dude. Like,
yeah.
So, but he was the first guy to say, yeah, I'm on roids. This is my exact dosage. This is how everything works. And blah, blah, blah. And then everyone was like, oh my God, honesty. Holy shit. Like, and then the honesty thing happened again. So, remember something like, okay. Yeah. So, what were we talking about?
We prior to that, or just Greg Doucette, go back to the fitness challenge, diet,
more dates. Do you know more place, more dates?
Oh yeah, Derek's the bomb.
Dude, he's like my number one onboarding goal.
Dude, that would be legendary if you got Derek or Jeff Hember.
I got in contact with him at some point, and it's so hard. Those guys look at their fucking DMs like once a year to like for random people, and then they never return. But like I have some of the guys who do his affiliate marketing that I talk to, and I'm like, dude, you guys got to get into Hex, like blah blah blah. I tag them and everything, so eventually they'll come around once I get big enough.
Eventually, it'll happen. This time next year, I think you'll have. I think you'll have whatever he's like requirements are, or sooner. I'd expect. You know,
well,
at the rate we're growing,
I'm not stopping until RH comes on.
That's the goal. That is the goal.
I already told him, and I need a haircut, RH. So drop PulseChain.
Anytime now, please.
I'm not cutting it until PulseChain, dude. It's getting whack, but I did shave my cheeks and stuff, so I did kind of
keeping it clean, hey.
God. So what do we have? What do we have coming up?
Well, we've got what do we have coming up right now? We're kind of in this middle ground of like, we have just Maxi's almost done. Pulse Dogecoin came out. We have like PulseChain testnet 2B is still live. We've had like the buy and burn get implemented into Pulse X. We have the voting system has been in there. There has been, and I haven't done research on this, but have you seen K4K's video on the wallet, on what it might be and how the token might work for the wallet, for the Richard Hart wallet?
No, I didn't. Well, tell me more.
Okay, so I only know a tiny bit about it, but the way let me take a second here, and while we're doing this, I'm gonna go to the video from K4K. Actually, I put it on my Twitter, I think, and I'm gonna put it in chat because everyone needs to go see it. It's pretty damn cool to think about, and it could happen.
Okay, so we're talking right now about a theoretical coin attached to Richard Hart's wallet in the future.
Yes.
Okay, just trying to get a base order.
Totally. I wasn't very clear there. You're right. Let me just see.
No, you're good.
I don't know if
K4K was all up in my chat this morning. He was enjoying the fitness challenge as well. I think he might be on the low joining.
Oh, really? Dude, that'd be sick.
I don't know, but he definitely knows about it. And I really like K4K's work. Again, I tell you all the time, I don't like many people's work.
He's great. He's always on point. He's always ahead of the game. And
he's a good mark. I mean, he pushes his shit too. He's aggressive. I do like the way he does it.
Yeah.
I like aggression in social media, but I just don't like like
This is the right way to do it, though.
I don't like shilling aggression. I just like, oh, here's my shit everywhere. Like, I like that kind of aggression. I like when people are posting their links everywhere.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, post your links, dude. That's what this is for.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm thinking though, because we've had a few questions in here talking about PLSX, and I mean, actually, we're not going to go into the meme coin stuff really, but let's see. Where's PulseX's?
PulseX single-sided staking potential is pretty much what 90% of people are focusing on.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah.
So when you're talking about the normal average user with under $100,000, maybe in that range, like single-sided PulseX staking is probably going to be the majority of what they're doing with their PulseX.
Yep. I mean,
because it's so clean, it's so easy. There's not as much risk, and people talk about impermanent loss risk all the time, but really, impermanent loss, there's a lot to go in on that topic. Like, people talk about impermanent loss, and they're like, "Oh, if it goes one way, you don't really." It's not true, really. If you don't sell,
permanent.
Yeah,
not permanent.
It's if you don't sell, it's like not. But if you're in a thing that's like Doge, Hex, Pulse, like, you're gonna lose your shit.
Yeah, you just gotta choose the right pools and just like not. If the price is going parabolic,
you're fine. But like, if you do pools that are clearly gonna do well, but again, economic mass wise, I feel like it's a higher bracket. But there's always room to learn. Like, I'm probably gonna do it just to learn,
just to find out. Yeah, I mean, just see how it happens, because it's probably something will go wrong. Small amount of money, better to know what can happen and what can't happen than just kind of have this idea of what is in the air. Especially because for us having channels,
pre-bridge strategy.
My
PulseChain didn't even say yours.
Oh, I don't really. My strategy is to sit and wait. Yeah. I ain't doing anything unless I see the only thing I might do is if I see a massive dip on the PLS token, I may swap some of my airdropped hex, just a small amount, for PLS. That's it. Otherwise, I am sitting, I'm waiting, and I am single-sided staking whenever those sponsored pools start. And I'm just going to allow my assets to just gain more, or just earn more passive income. I don't want to do anything else. I'm not swapping. I'm not doing anything pre-bridge. I'm sitting on my butt and I'm waiting.
What about for your channel? What kind of ideas do you have moving forward for your channel? Anything you want to mention?
Oh yeah. So what actually, and I'd be curious what about with you as well, or GRC. I'm thinking for coming into PulseChain, there's so many questions about how to do this and how to set up that, and like basically how do I even get involved in this from the beginning, which is like the question of like, how do I open a wallet? How do I send money from Coinbase to a wallet? How do I do these things? And I think because there's so many videos that you can make that like are just based on strategies, or they're not like clickbaity videos, but they're less utility than the videos you could be doing, but they get more views technically. You know, I'm kind of wanting to go more of utility for the channel and bring people on board that have no idea. Because I think a lot of the people that have watched like your content, my content, and they do it regularly, they kind of have an idea already of what they want to do, how to do things roughly, and they've got enough resources in their bag where they can figure things out for the most part. And those are the people that I think are the minority in the grand scheme of things that are wanting to get in or are interacting with the channel, you know? So for me, I'm thinking going shorter videos, more to the point. How to do this, how to do that, how to do this, how to do that. If something comes up, a new token or something like the Richard Hart wallet, boom, I'm making a hype video, getting everyone fired up. But other than that, I mean, I'm thinking just keeping it simple, man.
Yeah, no, definitely keep it simple. Get prepared for the information that we're going to have to provide, because it's going to be pretty dense too. Like, I mean, anyone that's putting themselves in this position is also putting themselves in a position to do a lot of research.
Yes.
Yeah, so like, it's not just like, oh, I'm going to go in the camera. It's like, you better know what the fuck you're talking about too. Or like, I mean, you don't have to always know what you're talking about, but you have to generally be keeping up with the now if you're going to be streaming, right? Like, I have to watch streams in the morning, and I have to look at articles in the morning, and I have to read white papers in the morning and talk to Sam in the morning, so I can try to have a more effective show. But at the same time too, like every once in a while, like on Saturdays and shit, like I don't really give a shit, you know, like I just stream. So the way that I stream, it's more of like add a couple people at a time, like hardcore fans at a time, rather than but I get like, I haven't figured out like the YouTube, like how to do videos that pop off. I know how to do live streams and shit, but like, I don't know how to do videos.
Right. Yeah. That's a totally different, like, I feel like you run a hell of a good show. That's why I've come on and like we've connected so well. You're a great host and you're so good at talking and keeping things like flowing naturally versus I've found that I'm like, I have to really try to make that flow the same versus a video for me is like, all right, I'll just do a bunch of research, just lay it out and just like talk about it. And it's just, I don't know. It's just, it makes more sense to me that way. It's much more natural, you know? So
yeah, no, it's just everyone's skills, right? I didn't grow up in
exactly.
front of, I never used computers. I never did anything with fucking computers. I'll just talk sales, talk. I could go in front of anyone at any time and talk about anything. There's no issue. If someone said, Scott, you can either study the subject and do a presentation, or like no one gets to study and you can just do it now. I'd be like, dude, just let me do it now. I'll just talk it out. Like, because you can always use your verbiage to talk through things, because there's always a point in a conversation where it's not answerable or it's undeterminable due to the many factors. Like, that's kind of how I break down conversations, right? Like, I stop conversations at, well, this doesn't exist yet, and we really can't go any further with the thought experiment, right? Because it's just a thought experiment. But when we're talking about hex, it's not a thought experiment. Like, so it's just, yeah, I'm just a good communicator, right? Like, that was my whole way. When I grew up, like, I was a small kid, like in a, sketchy kind of doing drugs and shit. Like, I had to figure out how to chirp because that's all I had, really. So yeah, I'm just a talker. Like, I don't have to, I've never written anything down for the streams ever.
But you can tell though, you don't need to, you just like have that, like, it's like ingrained so deeply in you. It just seems so effortless and natural. So like when you were growing up, what kind of person were you? I think we maybe touched this a little bit on your stream. I think my viewers don't really know.
So. Guy I am now. It's just less humble. I was less aware, and I was more emotional, right? Like, I was one of the more popular kids at my school, right? And I played sports, and I was fortunate, and people liked me a lot. And then I got into drugs and shit, like, for probably 2 or 3 years, got in a lot of trouble. But like, I was always very social. I never had a problem talking to people. I never had a problem. I could go anywhere to any party, rich, poor, sideways, drugs, like business meeting, doesn't matter. I never felt uncomfortable talking to other people. And that's just because I've always just been a good communicator. And I've noticed that a lot of people are nervous socially. So I've just always doubled down and been like, well, if this is what I'm good at. I also did I've done social like training too. Like, I've done courses in my life for like self-help where you like become more social, date better, do everything better. So I paid thousands and thousands of dollars to be better at anything I struggled with at any point in my life.
That's really cool. What was so?
Like, I wasn't having the dating life I want, and I just fucking found people that were. Like, I started doing courses and paying people, and I figured it out within a year. I was like, what kind of dating life I wanted to have. Much more clear than I do now. Like, than I. And
it's from those courses, you think, or was it like just as a byproduct?
Well, it was like the whole discovery process. It's like sometimes a buy wall like kind of helps you double down on shit.
Yep.
So really, it was more so that I was gonna figure it all out anyway. I was just like asking for. I was just getting there quicker, just like I am with Bullish. Like I could probably do the whole YouTube thing by myself, but it would take a fuckload of time, and it would take me years to learn all the stuff that other people know already. So it's like, why? Have you tried swapping in the testnet?
Have I? Or, oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I've started swapping. Have you?
Yeah, I was just reading that comment.
Yeah, definitely. It works great. I mean, I don't know about you, GOC, but I mean, it works pretty damn good. Everything is so smooth and fast and easy. I mean, like, even importing tokens is fairly simple, which we could probably get into at some point if there was someone wanted to see the actual process. But for now, we can leave that. But I mean, yeah, what do you think about PulseX in general? It's pretty damn sick on testnet.
Dude, PulseX is going to be insane, dude. But look,
I know.
Sam's dead to rights that PulseX is going to outperform PulseChain.
Okay. What do you think? What do you think about that?
I don't know, dude. Because Sam whips out the freaking notepad and starts doing the burn rate and like all this shit. And I'm like, dude, in my opinion, like, this is how I always get through conversations, right? In my opinion, the factors are too variable and there are too many factors to at all determine what the long-term price action of these things will be, because so much of it is speculative value and so much of it is just random people buying shit, and so much of it is just like traders and bots, and it's a whole ecosystem, right? It's not just I just don't, there's so many variables that I don't even like to go into it, because it's like at the end of the day, like they could both fucking go to zero.
That exactly.
There could be a nuclear war.
They could almost go to zero.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Like, we could just be like surviving, and like, doesn't matter what's going on our computers. Like, we need.
Well, if we get hit by an EMP and our internet's out,
too. The CDC or the programmable money that they're trying to implement in the United States, they can do whatever they want.
Yep, it's coming,
and they're going to onboard everyone. And we're all going to be really rich, but at the same time, we don't make legislation. That's why, for some of the bigger heads in crypto, and like this is the way I'm starting to think as far as like my future, it's like getting into legislation, not a bad idea. If you want to make a huge impact and you're already rich as fuck. But if you're not rich as fuck, don't do that.
That's an interesting one. Yeah, I mean, like
local legislation, if you have a lot of money, you can campaign for yourself, and therefore if the Hexicans are doing it in every state, we could we could change everything.
I think that's how it should be, though. You should not be able to be funded by lobbyists or by people who are sponsoring you or anything. Like, that should be out of politics completely. It should be people that go in there to serve for X number of years. You're not a career politician where you're getting paid, or your seat in Congress is being paid for every year, and you're supposed to make $200,000 and you're making $4 million a year because of all the people that are paying you to be there, essentially, because they're lobbying for you. Like,
I don't know why people won't wake up to people just don't want to know, dude. It's just too stressful. I'm telling you, like, people just don't want to.
Like, I understand, but
they're just like, I'm going to, hold on a second.
Yeah.
No, they were just like, people just don't care, dude. It's just like they just want to feel good and feel okay, and they just not necessarily want to dive into anything too complicated. I think people think that crypto is more complicated than it actually is, too.
What do you think about the idea of religion being allowed to shape politics or that kind of thing?
Religion?
Or having religion integrated into politics.
The biggest scam that's ever existed in the human race.
Right.
So whatever religion is being allowed to shape is stupid.
Do you think that what is religion to you then? Is there anything in religion that is good? Is it all bad? Is there something
that's just the whole, the true definition of religion is like an organized group, and generally these groups
right.
They've been manipulated in one way or the other throughout the years by people that wanted money and people that wanted power, and it just is what it is. All the teachings, and it's just marketing. It's like, it's the same thing. It's just like they're marketing their teachings. When I read religious text, it's very powerful to me.
Of course.
But that doesn't mean I fucking care. It is powerful, and a lot of it's true as fuck. But it's just writing. And like, the truth is, like, my life, the way my life was going, if I listened to what everyone else was telling me to do, I would have never been helping as many people as I am now. So it's just not up to other people to decide like where you're going to go. You got to be way flexible in this life.
I could not agree more. I think it's tough because there's some things like you were saying that are great about religion in the sense that like they can really resonate with you, and some of the messages within a religious text can be great. But then when you're basically putting bounds on society that are very, very subjective and very easy to disagree with, but you're bound by them. And that just seems like a recipe for disaster to me. Because I mean, we have so many religions, and at this point, no religion has ever proved itself or been able to prove itself that's correct. So by using something that is unable to be proved as correct in any sort of way, other than maybe for some kind of moral or morality purpose, even that can be debated, I'm sure. Why would you ever put it into politics? It just makes zero sense to me at all. Skip all the religious BS and let's talk crypto. Are you sure, Brandon? This is a crypto. Oh yeah, this is a crypto channel, right?
This is a crypto channel.
We get deep, man.
So I mean, what do we got? We got mid-May. How long is it we got till mid-May? Like 25 days?
We
Do
got,
you know
yeah,
anything?
20.
Like, I don't. To be honest, I can't even like comment on when PulseChain will come out. Like, I have not a fucking clue, dude, about any of that shit. I
I'm on
don't
the
have a
same
clue.
wavelength,
I
man.
don't know about any of it, dude. It could be longer. It could be, guys. You have to understand, like, if you're stressed out, you're not working hard enough in your real life. You're just wasting enough time because it's unfortunate, but like you can't expect profit from the work of others. So we can't just sit here and talk about profit from the work of others. You know what I mean? Like we also have to talk about like life because it is a big part of crypto. Like if you're not handling your life situation, you know how that shit ends up. People end up, you know how it goes.
Yep. 100%. You got to take care of yourself. I mean, crypto's just like just if you're good at crypto and that's all you have and you get a lot of money, that's just going to amplify the hell out of who you are. And if you're not in a place where you can actually, you're on solid ground mentally, and you can even say spiritually, if you want to go there, like you're going to have a rough time. I mean, you may be good for a while, but it's going to come back to bite you, and you're going to have, you need that sense of fulfillment, outside of just having a bunch of zeros in your bank account. That's only temporary as far as what you can get out of something like that. So, I mean, yeah, it's tough because even the last, the stream that I did a while ago talking about how to take profits and never sell your investments, we kind of got onto this track of, can money buy happiness? And I really want to know on that front, GRC, like whenever you're done, what you think, because it's difficult to say if money can or can't buy happiness, because on one sense you have,
I ain't got shit, bro, and I'm happy as shit. Like
that's the thing, right? But here's the thing: for someone who has nothing and is in a place of like they're struggling, and money is the root of their struggles, even if it's their own.
Well, money seems like the root of their struggles, but their bad habits are the root of their struggles.
Right. So this is
the thing. Exactly it's like, I have 3 kids now. Yep. My life's so hard. I'm 27. I'm married to a woman who hates me, and why is the financial stress so difficult? And it's like, well, because you fucked around for 10 years.
Yep.
You done fucked F. I didn't F around. I'm 28 years old. I don't have any kids. I've made sure I've made it a point in my life to stay out of long-term. Well, not stay out of. Like I'm willing to be in one, but if it's not fitting, I'm out. Like right away, no issue. Like I don't like to play around with that shit because I know how emotional it can be. But yeah, no, it's really just about your daily habits, right? Like you really just have to learn about your daily habits. Like that's the most important part, Because accountability, people, it's not like being happy. Like I go to Nicaragua every year to go surfing. Everyone there is piss poor and they have no money and they're all happy. Like they all play volleyball and go to the beach every day and walk around and have fun and make food and laugh and dance. And it's like most of the people I know are depressed and fat. A lot of the guys talk about shit about me, depressed and fat. It's like Joker's on his channel right now, friggin' going bananas about this shit. Like it's so stupid. Like
I don't even want to know.
It's so stupid. Like he started this thing, and then I just ignored it and blocked him after a while, and now he's going live, like talking about how good he is, and like it's just so stupid. It's like Joker is so stupid.
I just wish for a chunk of time we could have zero drama and people could stay in their lane with the things they know and they want to talk about, and everyone could just like.
Well, that takes work, graphics. That takes work.
Right.
That takes effort and effort in finding good content and having intellectual like integrity is difficult because you have to study all the time and learn. And I've dedicated my life to studying. Like I've dedicated my life to studying, and everyone knows it because I'm here every day. I'm not just chirping about whatever, this, that, and the other. Like
it's easy to see.
Yeah, it's so easy to see, guys. You have to be really grounded in what you're doing. You have to be extremely disciplined in your life if you want to make a difference. But it's not until you feel that way, like you don't really have to get into it. Like if you're in your early 20s and that's just not what you give a S about, like I don't think it's a big deal to not really double down. Like once you get in your mid 20s, like you start to get like your body and your mind wants to do like work, right? You want to start being more passionate and having more meaning. And it's like, I didn't want that shit when I was 25 at all. I didn't care. But now I'm 28. I care a lot.
So it changes over time for sure.
for sure.
Yeah. Let's see here. Well, you know what, guys? What I'm thinking real quick here is I got to head out in like about 10, 15 minutes here. So before we go, let's quickly just go over. We had some starred. Actually, where is it? There was one I thought we went past. Let's see. Can you guys explain the PLSX burn?
Can you guys explain Maxi for me? I'll explain Maxi for you real quick. So basically, in the simplest way that I can think of, you go to the maxi.cash site. You have hex in your bag. You can put in to that contract your hex. In return, into your MetaMask, you will receive the same amount, 1-for-1, of Maxi token. But why is there value in the Maxi token? All the hex that gets put into the Maxi contract gets staked for the max length of time. And you get the max bigger pays better bonus, and you get the minted hedron. So basically holding Maxi is the same equivalent value to hex max length staked with the hedron minted at a 3x for every B share. So that's the equivalent value. Mm-hmm. Kind of confusing if you don't know anything about it, but if you do, it's pretty simple.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty, honestly, Maxi is probably one of my favorite things that's come out in the last little while. I have been unable to do it just because of the way my stakes are, but I am an advocate for it. And what's cool, because if you're not a whale, you're limited on your APY that you can get per year. With Maxi, you get 3.3% additional hex than you could possibly get max like staking, and 2.866% more hex and 3.3% more hedron than you could ever get by max length staking by yourself. So Maxi's dope. And like you were saying before, if we got a quarterly or a yearly stake from a Maxi or Maxi 2.0, or like maybe like I don't know what the next one's, maybe like Spartacus or something, I don't know, like some kind of Greek or like Trojan kind of runoff name. Man, the 150 million hex come off this year. Next year, quarterly. I don't know about 150 million.
What if they do it quarterly?
Oh my God.
That's probably what they're going to do.
What are the liquidity pools at right now on info at Uniswap? How much liquidity do we have? Because we're up to like 13 something cents. So we must have like maybe 2% of. Is it 2%? Let's see here. Hold on. I'm going to look this up, guys. Give me 1 sec here.
What percent?
For liquidity, total hex in liquidity.
Okay.
Are available in liquidity pools. See if it's around the same thing here. I'm just going to bring this up on the screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. Oh, where is it? Share screen. Chrome tab. This one here. Let's go back one. Let's go to Hex. Let's see. The numbers are looking about the same as when I last looked at them. Very similar. So we're still at about like 2.02%, I think it is, of total supply is in the liquidity pools. Maybe a little more than that. So we're kind of just chilling, to be honest. But if 150 million, well, what is 0.2%? Hold on, let's do some quick math here. I don't know if this is a good idea on stream, but we're going to try it anyways. I want to see something. What are we at for, if we're on Etherscan? Etherscan IO. Let's go to Hex. We're going to see. So the max total supply. It doesn't give us the full. I think that's all we're going to be able to do. We're going to have 578 million. Okay, cool. So now we're going to go Google this times. Oh, where's my? I think it was around 147 million times or divided by. Oh, I'm screwing this up. Oh God, this is horrible, guys. I'm sorry. 147.
You're good.
So 148. 3. 123. Oh my God. Divided by. I want to divide it by. How do we get it divided by? Why? Oh. There we go. Is it really that low? So we got about 0.2%, 0.025-ish% of the total supply is available. And if 150, let's say we get 50 million the next time that comes out, that means that when there is a pump, this is the way I'm visualizing it in my head. Okay. So we got 150 million hex coming out. The next one, let's say we get 50 million. Let's just go a little more conservative and say that we get 50 million, maybe even less, like it's 20, 30,
yeah,
40
it depends
million.
on the price, really, but yeah.
Exactly, right? What this
is
doing...
This might be the last bigger pays bonus, 10% bonus ever.
That's so crazy to think about.
Dude, this might be the last 150 million plus stake ever done. Depending on the price action and the OA daughter addresses or whatever.
It's pretty damn cool that we're here for that. Not going to lie. We're watching this going down and we're watching this get executed. This is pretty special. And especially because if you think about over the next year, what's going to happen is that 150 million hex is like, I'm pretty sure that's what's roughly available in liquidity right now, roughly. So what that means is that for people wanting to get in, it's going to be a lot harder because that 150 million that could previously have been sold on the market when we get a big old pumperoni, that can't go in the liquidity pools anymore. So that's got to come directly out of what's already there. And that's going to cause the price to be easily increased over time because that's 15 years. And even if someone dumps their Maxi, they can't get rid of their hex. The hex is still locked up. So this could be like, as this plays out, I could see this really helping the hex price over the next year, 2 years, just from this one stake alone. Being unable to be end staked, Maxi can't affect the price. Like, how do you see this helping hex GRC?
Well, I mean, it's just taking 150 million hex off the market, guys. Like, you got to understand, if you're a small player, like, dude, Maxi is so dope if you're a small player, dude. Mm-hmm. How dope is it if you have an opportunity to do a max length, max multiplier stake with none of the bags that you needed to do so, and you have the ability to sell it if you had to.
Yep.
At a higher rate than you put in, way higher rate. So
that's a big thing. Yeah, and you could also buy back in if you sell. Like, that's huge. You can sell part of your stake if you ever needed to, and you could buy back in. Like, you can play the game the best way possible. You know, you could.
It's a lot of arbitrage opportunities here for certain. You know, it's like, there's a lot of arbitrage opportunities. So I'm not going to be involved in any of them. I'm not fast enough for that shit yet. Like, because people are running bots and stuff. We'll be running bots on stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I'm learning about the bot game though. Like,
nice. We got to have a conversation about that at one point because I don't know a whole lot about the bot game.
The bot game is the game, dude.
Really?
Dude, the bot game is the game. Yield farming without going to your computer is the game.
Okay. We're going to have a conversation again at some point, and we're going to dive into that. I'm going to do some more research before that, but that sounds like I've been seeing a little bit here and there about like people getting a bot that does trading for them. Like, and it just basically takes advantage of like a 10 or 15% or less, like 1 to 10% movements, and just constantly takes rewards, takes profits constantly throughout the day. So that's all I know, though. I know nothing else. So is that kind of what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Right.
So this is a little bit odd. That I hate to even bring this up, but I'm going to do this for the content anyway. They're inviting me on Joker's stream. They're sending me links. So I feel like I should just go clear the air, like, you know. And I know you said you had to be off in a few minutes anyway.
Yep.
So if you want to send your troops over there,
let's do it. All right.
Down.
You got the link?
Hold on. Well, I got the StreamYard. I haven't pulled up the YouTube because the Joker's live right now.
All right, I'll go look him up, guys. If you're watching this, if you want to go ahead, we're going to end the stream short in a sec here. But before you leave and exit YouTube and go do whatever you're going to do, stop and go over with GRC to Joker's stream. We're going to get you the link in just a moment here.
Maybe. Hold on. I got to think if I want to go on or not. I have to go on, dude.
Hold on. We've already announced it. Let's see. Is this it? Oh, I got to get an ad out of the way here. I think this is it. Oh, yeah. Okay. So here's the link, guys. Whether GRC shows up or not, Still go there.
Yeah, we'll see. I gotta think about this. I gotta ask two people first if I should do it.
Yep.
Because I also have a bad temper, so I don't want to say anything. I'm not in a bad mood, so.
I didn't hear a single word you said. It was super scrambly on my end. I wonder if it was the same for chat. I couldn't hear anything you just said there, brother.
Hold on one second.
Yeah, no problem. Guys, how's everyone doing real quick here? I hope everyone's enjoyed the stream so far. We're gonna
I'm doing it. I have to do it.
You're doing it?
Dude,
all right.
Come on, bro.
I
have to do it. Like, you know, and everything you said was absolute dumb shit anyway, so it should be pretty easy to talk around any of his mystical psychological warfare. But I hope you can come on the show this week.
I'd love to if I can. Let's try and arrange it.
Yeah, later in the week, just let me know, or next week, it'll be good. And yeah, dude, it's always great talking to you, dude. Your channel's absolutely blowing up. Obviously, there's a little lull period right now, guys. Everyone should be supporting the channel 100%. You know what I mean? Like, we're getting ready for a really large workload switch, I think. You know, like, I'm going to be covering this stuff every single day. So I really have to be, you know, I want to be prepared for everyone else so I can provide the content. I'm going to put myself in the position as long as I want to. And I think you are doing the same thing too. And I think it's really... Sorry, I was just reading something. But yeah, I think that it's moving forward. We have to be like friends of the stream, right? And we have to be like partners. And all these information that I'm getting, you'll be getting information too. And it's good to share it, right? Like between, you know, you don't have to share everything online. Some things aren't appropriate to share in front of everyone while you're streaming. Totally. Really, they aren't, because they're speculative, a lot of them. So you can't just share everything. But yeah, dude. So I'm gonna go do over this fucking stream. Sorry, I was acting weird for the last minute.
No, that's all good, man. It's a little distracting to think about.
I've never addressed drama before because I've always just been honest. So now it's like all this fake shit. I'm like, all right, what am I going to go in there? Just reiterate everything I said before? Like, it's the same thing. But anyway, dude, thank you so much for having me on your show. Wow. And I really do look forward to working with you in the future and just collabing and shit. Just, you know, whether it's fitness, whether it's crypto, PulseChain, we'll see where this shit takes us. But we're going to go to the moon, dude. It's going to be crazy. And you have to have good friends with you there or you're wrecked.
100% agree with that. And right back at you, man. Your channel's been awesome. Thank you so much for coming on. I can't wait to, you know, everything that's about to happen in the next month or year or 2 years and onward is going to be nuts for the space and for you and I and for everyone that's doing what we're doing. So I can't wait to see it all, man. Good luck on your stream. I'm going to come and check it out for a minute. I got you. I know the chat's got you.
Yeah, come check it out. I'll give him about 15 minutes of my time.
Then you start charging, right?
Yeah. Anyway, dude, thank you so much. It was great to see you as always, brother.
Yeah, you too, man. We'll see. We'll talk real soon, man. Take care.
All right, man. I'll talk to you. Bye.
All right, peace, brother. All right, guys, that is going to do it for the stream. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for being here. We got Hex Deck, we got Marcavelli, Hex Farmers in here, MJ Money, Pulse X Person still here. Got BC, Akasha Media. Almost couldn't pronounce that. That's Canadian Hexakin. That makes two of us. I think that BC is one as well, actually. So it makes three of us in here. And if you see Crypto Freedom, he's also Canadian. So that means there's four of us in here right now. So guys, if you haven't already, please smash that like button, click that subscribe button, go to this link to go to the Hex Jokers channel, go support GRC, go check out, see what's going on over there. And guys, I have to take off, but I will see you guys very soon. I hope you have a great night. Peace out.